Bring the action.
Bula, Kiora, Namaste and Sasrikal. My name is Saptarshi Majumdar and today I am with RJ Neha Sandhu from Radio Tarana, Auckland. And today we are going to take an interview of hers talking about the recent movie of hers. It's called Unlimited Tamasha. So firstly, I would like you to introduce yourself as to what you do and what your passions and interests are in the long run.
Yeah.
And like related to the film industry.
Sure. I do lots of things actually. I don't know where to start from. So my name is Neha. I have been doing radio for the last 15 years and that is something I really identify myself as a radio presenter. Along with that, I am also a yoga and meditation teacher and I have been doing that as well for the last 12 years. I have also done a lot of theatre growing up since my school. That's what I've studied at Unitec. I did bachelor's in performing arts and that's why I have this interest in dancing, choreography, theatre, acting and recently I did this movie which is called Unlimited Tamasha, which is in Fiji Hindi language, and it was my first feature film, like a full-length proper film project. So I'm very excited to be a part of that project as well.
Yeah, so coming back to the interview now, I've basically set it into a format of like 2 rounds. One is the normal round which is going on right now, which has the normal discussion of like various questions.
Yeah.
And many of the questions which I'm asking are not questions which are asked from my end. Many of them have been sent to me overseas by many of my followers, some of my friends as well. So the first one you go, and that is, how many movies have you worked in, be it on screen or on web platforms?
Okay.
Was this your first movie on silver screen? And I'd also watched your short film, that is Double Happy as well. So was that your only short film or you have done some other works as well?
That was the only short film, and apart from that this was the feature film, and then there is another movie actually which I don't know if I should say I was a part of that film. It was just a cameo role which I did. It was a Bollywood film. It was called Betali.
Oh, really?
And that was with Ritesh Deshmukh and Aftab Shivdasani.
Oh, nice.
So I had a little bit in that as well.
Excuse me,
सॉरी
फर्स्ट डे नए मेंबर हो?
मेंबर अल्कोहलिक सपोर्ट ग्रुप
कितने सालों से लत है?
किस चीज की?
शराब की।
नहीं नहीं, मुझे वैसे कोई
शर्माओ मत, मुझे भी 5 साल की लत थी पर यहाँ आने के बाद बिल्कुल छूट गई।
अगर मुझे ड्रिंकिंग प्रॉब्लम हो तो मैं अंदर जा सकता हूँ।
ऑफ कोर्स।
तो फिर मुझे बहुत सीरियस ड्रिंकिंग प्रॉब्लम है। मैं तो सोता हूँ 1 बोतल के साथ और जागता हूँ 2री बोतल के साथ। जब वो मेरे साथ होती है तो ऐसा लगता है जिंदगी में कोई दुख, कोई गम, कोई आंसू नहीं है। और जब वो सुनहरी लहर मेरे गले से उतरती है तो ऐसा लगता है शाम को एक नया सूरज उग रहा हो।
या आई नो, गो राइट इन, सी यू।
तो वैसे आप कहाँ जा रही हो?
मुझे भी शाम का सनराइज देखना है।
ओह,
वह सब पी रहे थे।
So that's about the movies, but I've done a lot of theatre.
So how was your experience with the shooting of this film? I mean, was it tedious and overwhelming at times towards the beginning?
No,
Like your
not
first
at all.
experience?
Not at all. From day one, I was very comfortable. I was there to have fun. And when I knew that it's a comedy film and it's all local artists, you don't have that pressure that oh my God, how will I perform or this and that. Everybody is working together, and they're all like you're friends with everyone. You know most of the people when they're all locals. So it was a very comfortable and a very enjoyable experience. Yes, one of the scenes in which I had to slap this guy, that did get a bit awkward because I've never done that in my life ever. I've never slapped anyone.
एकदम हेवी लगे। फर्स्ट टाइम कोई लड़की हमको साथ में बुलाई थे, बड़ी रोमांटिक फीलिंग आवे।
अच्छा, रोमांटिक फील करे हैं तो रोमांस का मूड भी होई।
एकदम सही, जिस तरह मेरा आपके भी रोमांस के मूड हो रहे
थोड़ा पास आओ ना।
मैडम हम तो ऑलरेडी पास में है।
इतनी औकात में रहे सीखो। हम तुम्हें रोमांस करने के लिए बुलाया है। और तुझसे थप्पड़ पड़ा, अगली बार गोली मारेगा, गोली।
जी मैडम।
अब हमारी बात ध्यान से सुनो। एच के अगला हफ्ता पीजी जावे है, वो भी अकेले। डेट, टाइम, होटल बुकिंग, टिकट सब ई एनवलप में है। समझ गए ना कौन सी तरह के हैं?
किडनैप करे थे। हाँ।
So that scene was a bit hard, but yeah, I enjoyed it at the end of the day.
It was hilarious as well. Yeah. So what was the sole purpose of this movie? Was it purely meant for the sake of entertainment, or they had certain ideas like promoting social, cultural values of Fijian ethno-linguistic cultural aspects, or including the tourism and nature of Fiji, or something to do with the indigenous hidden talent
Right.
within New Zealand, the local diaspora?
Yeah.
So what was the intent?
I would say primarily entertainment, and along with that, also giving a platform to the local artists, because we've got such good talent here, and we can all come together and really, make a good platform for the talent here, because a lot of overseas productions want to come to New Zealand. Be it Bollywood, be it Hollywood. New Zealand is a favorite. New Zealand and Fiji, I should say. They are both very, very popular destinations when it comes for film shootings. But the only problem is that they are so far that your production cost really goes up high. So if we have a good, production house established here, so overseas films, when they are coming here, they know that if they need any artist, for small scenes or anything over here, or if they need like choreographers or technicians, they can always hire them locally. So a good idea would be to have more such, to do such more projects, so that we have a bigger database of people working together. We have a stronger community together as actors, as directors, as filmmakers. So we can work on more projects internationally as well.
Yeah, so the producer Nasir Ji, what do you know about him? I mean, he has produced some other movies as well, like
He has, yes, and his film is also coming out very soon. And he also, like me, has been a radio presenter. So we all share common interest, and that's our background.
Yeah. So will this movie be released only in New Zealand, or it will be released in Fiji as well, or some other countries where?
Actually, the film has already been released in Fiji before.
Oh, nice.
It actually released a couple of years ago, last year or a year before. It already released in Fiji. It got released in New Zealand now, and very soon it will be releasing on some online platform, so worldwide audiences can watch it.
Okay. So will it be dubbed in other languages as well?
No.
So from the inception of the script of the film to the execution, the project, delivery and production, and finally coming to the release, what was the entire duration like, and could you tell us the budget?
Wow, the duration was like 8 years, because we actually started working on this project back in 2012, and the film got completed, the shooting and all the filming got completed in a period of 6 months, I think 3 to 6 months, because most of the actors, we're all working part-time, on the film.
Yeah.
Because we all had our full-time jobs, so we would meet up on a weekend or something, like the last Mahabharat bit that you have seen in the film.
Yes.
And the audiences would know when they watch the movie. That was shot, overnight, because that hall was booked out for some wedding, and the only time it was available was after that function, so that was midnight till next day morning, like 8 o'clock or something, and 8 o'clock there had to be some other havan or something in that hall.
Oh, really?
So throughout night, we were all working on this film, and then morning people had to get up, go for their job.
So you
and
didn't
stuff
have
like
any
that.
chance to do even a rehearsal of that scene?
No.
Because of the short time
It was all right there. There were no
Wow.
rehearsals or anything. It was just there.
Spontaneous.
So like that, and then post-production took a while, and then finally it was a whole process of 8 years and some $8,000 to $10,000, I think. Yeah, not a very big budget at all.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of value added by a lot of sponsorships, like our stay in Fiji was all sponsored, then the seaplane and the helicopter scene, they were all
I
sponsored.
had a question regarding that. The seaplane. I mean, with such a low budget, how could
Yeah, that was
HK
all
get a private jet?
sponsored. That was all
one question.
sponsored. So that was the kindness of the people in Fiji that they really wanted to support the local project because it was in
Nice.
local language. They were supporting it, and they were, it was all sponsored. So big thank you to all the sponsors.
So what about the New Zealand Indian film industry? Apart from Hindi and Fiji Hindi movies, are there movies in other languages as well? Like we have a huge amount of Tamil diaspora over here also living. So do they have a separate indigenous
No,
film industry?
I don't
Do you
think.
have an
No,
idea?
I don't think it's that out there or prominent. There's not much happening though.
Okay.
But I think a lot can happen again if we start coming together and working together, promoting each other, supporting each other. We can definitely do a lot.
Yeah. So could you briefly tell us about some of your next projects which are upcoming?
Well, I just got told by our director from Unlimited Tamasha, Shri, that we are working on another project which is Pump Up the Mandli 2. So that will be a sequel of Pump Up the Mandli. And there is also a Punjabi film that he is planning to work on because there is a big Punjabi community, and again, Punjabi audiences are worldwide, and that's something that we would love to step into the Punjabi markets or Punjabi film.
Yeah, definitely. So since you are into this role of an RJ and into movies, you must have some idea about how Bollywood movies are shot over here in New
Yeah,
Zealand.
yeah, we were-
And do you have the experience of witnessing or like managing some logistics or
yes.
handling the set and
Yeah.
filmography related elements?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like we were a part of Naksha when the team of Naksha came here to shoot. Then Detali, I mean, we were very closely involved. I even did a scene in that. So that was all around the city. We were all just hanging out here all the time in the city. Ritesh, Aftab, Aisha Takia, and that was a lot of fun. So again, the whole cast was here and managing the logistics as in getting them hiring the cars for their movement and everything. They need catering done,
It must be a
the
lot of
local
hassle.
catering and stuff, yeah. Then a lot of places you need approvals to shoot. Like for Naksha, they wanted to go to the hookah falls and everything, so arranging those sort of permissions and things like that. And then players with Abhishek Bachchan, Sonam Kapoor, that whole team was here, and
So
Salmi.
Players was over here?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So all that car scenes, car chase, everything was in
Everything,
Auckland?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Auckland and Wellington. Auckland and Wellington, yeah. But New Zealand, yeah. And Salmeen was very closely involved with Abbas and Mastan when they were filming here for Players. So, yeah,
Nice.
Salmeen is also a co-producer and an actor in Unlimited Tamasha. So, we've all been working on these projects for a very long time.
Yeah. So having worked with a couple of Fijians and a Fiji Hindi movie yourself,
Yeah.
could you share us, some of the cultural values you have learned from them, and how is it similar or different to the kind of Indian culture and values that we have? Anything you noticed in them? Similar and different.
Similar though, it's very similar. But one thing which I really respect about the Fiji Indian culture is that they take that extra effort to preserve the Indian culture.
Yeah, true that.
Like coming from India, we sort of take our culture for granted. We just take our festivals for granted, our food,
Exactly.
our clothing for granted because we've grown up seeing it, and we feel like we'll never lose it because we own it and it'll stay here in India forever.
Yes.
But for Fiji Indians, they have saved it, preserved it, and that's what they want to give to their next generation, that they also
I
keep
mean,
that
it's
culture.
not just Fiji, even in
Yeah.
countries like Fiji, Mauritius,
Yes.
Suriname, Guyana, all these
Yeah.
countries, I've seen one thing, and that has really intrigued me as to the fact that, all of them were taken as indentured laborers,
Yeah.
at one point of time, be it the Africans or whatever. But all the other people, they took up the names of their plantation owners. But these people never lost their values,
Yes.
and they stuck to it, and they are really, dedicated and committed to it.
Yeah.
And even in New Zealand, when I see them, I see that in every event, be it a festivity or any ritual, they are like number one.
Yes, absolutely. They follow
They're
it,
very much
and they do it with so much love and respect and conviction. Yeah, and I mean, little things like, I don't know if you want to mention this, but I have noticed coming from Delhi, Diwali Mela is a place where you're there just to enjoy and have fun.
Yeah.
There's not much of an aspect of Diwali. It's just a
Yeah.
Mela. And over here they're so particular. They make sure it's a Diwali Mela. They'll make sure only vegetarian food is served.
Yeah.
In Delhi, nobody really thinks about that. You'll have, biryani, as well as all sorts of food, and then you're doing a mela, and you just call it a Diwali mela because it's Diwali time.
Yeah.
And even things like, having the proper proper 9 days of celebration of Navratri or the 8 days of Krishna Ashtami, celebrating every single day.
Yes,
It's amazing
they're
the
very
way they do
meticulous
it.
about it.
Yeah.
So now we are coming to the second round, and this is my favorite round. It is called the rapid fire. So I do not have any hamper to
I
provide
have
you.
never done this.
But I have only 7
This is
questions.
scary.
Don't worry about them. It's going to be very easy.
Okay.
So the first question is a true or false. Your mother tongue is Punjabi.
False.
Cool. The second one, 3 things no one knows about you.
Why should they know now?
Anything interesting.
3 things that people don't know about me. I don't know actually. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm a person who really loves to talk about myself. Even on the radio, I mean, people even know my dog's name. So you know, half of the Auckland knows my pet's name also. So I don't think I'm a person who doesn't really tell anything.
The best and the worst part about being an RJ.
The best part, everything is the best part. There's no worst part. I just love being an RJ. The only bit I would say is that no, that's also not a worst part. People don't really recognize you much because they've heard you.
Yeah.
And the only funny reaction that sometimes I get is, oh, we didn't know you look like that. And that's a comment I never understand. You know, what do you mean? Like, like, is it in a good way or a bad way? That's the only funny comment I get. Oh, you look like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what image you had. But otherwise, everything is like amazing about being an RJ. I love my job.
Yeah. And what is the most cool Fijian dish that you have ever had, which Indians or people who love Indian type of cuisine must try? The one particular dish.
The pumpkin that they make, the kaddu bhaji they make with puri, the style they make it in. I mean, even we make pumpkin, but the way they make it, oh my god, it's just delicious.
Okay. And this is the last one, and this is the most important. What is your most favorite dialogue from the movie Unlimited Tamasha? And also you have to enact upon the same.
Oh my god.
Just one line.
I love that dialogue.
रीटा मैडम आप है ना?
हाँ हम रीटा है HK को फोन दो जल्दी
सर थोड़ा
Where I call the receptionist and say, हाँ HK को phone दो, and she's like, sir busy, and I go like, busy है? उससे बोल हमार phone है. I love that line. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Also, I hope you a lot of luck in this industry. I mean, since it's a very indigenous kind of thing. I personally feel that this kind of industry must be promoted, and more people should come to know about it, and people should start putting more effort, not just into the production and like really making the script better. That's my personal thing. What are your takes on it? Like how?
Yeah, absolutely. See, there's as I mentioned, there's so much talent out there. So we need more and more people to come out. If they've got a talent, here's a platform. Let's get together. Let's work on more projects. And yeah, we can really make this industry a big industry in music.
Yeah. And how else do you wish to advertise your movie apart from the one which you say online platform and theaters?
I think social media and then like interviews like this would really help. If everybody is watching YouTube these days, different channels. If we can be out there talking to different kinds of audiences, spreading the word around, I think that's the most powerful way.
Yeah. True. So that's all with the interview.
Yeah, so nice being with you, and thank you so much for having me on your channel, and all the very best for your upcoming videos.
Yeah, same to you as well for your upcoming projects. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. You know what? Why am I saying this when we have RJ Neha with us? Why don't you say it?
Yeah, sure. So if you like the video, you know what you have to do. Give it a big thumbs up and hit the bell icon so you can be informed about the latest videos. Also subscribe to the channel Traveler in You Vacation Vibes. You can even check out my channel on YouTube, which is called Slice of Wisdom. You can even find me on Facebook. Neha Sandhu is my page, or you can follow me on Instagram, neha.me.sandhu. And thank you again for having me on your
Thank you
channel,
so much.
Saptarishi.
Thank you so much.